Good morning everyone. So today we will discuss about the very important concept called control structure or a control statements. So control statements are nothing but the decision making and branching. So normally the statements in a program are executed in the order in which they appear in the program, okay, based on the order which they appear in the program. In the same way the statements are executed, okay. So this type of execution we call it as a sequential execution, okay. And but in most of the program it is necessary to select a set of statements from several alternatives or skip certain statements depending on some conditions in the program and continue the execution from some other point. Means suppose if you do not want to execute all the statements sequentially means one by one, that is step by step, okay. In some situation what happens, we want to select only a particular statements from several statements or from several alternatives in that case, or if you want to skip some statements depending on some conditions in the program and continue the rest of the execution from some other point, or in some cases what happens, repeat a set of statements for a known number of times or until a specified condition is fulfilled. It means suppose if you want to repeat the same statements until the specified number of times, okay. So under such situation we make use of a control statements. So control statements are generally called the control structure. So control statements or control structures are enables us to specify the flow of program control. So it specify it control the flow of a program, that is the order in which the instructions in a program must be executed, and they make it possible to make decisions to perform tasks repeatedly or to jump from one section of code to another section, okay. So to use the control structure means we can repeat the statements until the certain condition is satisfied, we can jump the statement, okay, and we can control the flow of the program or execution of the program, okay. So next is the conditional control statements. So in some situation it is necessary to check the condition to make a decision, okay, and this involves performing a logical test. Suppose if you want to check some condition, okay, whether it is true or false, whether it is this or that, okay, in that condition means suppose if you want to check some logical test. So this test results in either a true or a false, and depending on the truth or false of the condition, the statements to be executed are determined. After that the control transfers to that statements in the program and starts executing the statements from that point, and this is known as the conditional execution. So the condition execution involves both decision making and branching statements, okay. So the purpose of using condition control statements means suppose if you want to check something, okay, and always the result, always the logical test will be in the form of true or a false, either true or a false. So depending on the true or a false, the set of statements or the statements will be executed, okay. So that process is known as a conditional execution. So C provides a wide variety of conditional control statements such as if statement, if else statement, nested if statement and a switch statements, okay. So always remember conditional control statements are if else, nested if and a switch statement. So now we will see one by one. So first one is a if statement. So this statement is used to execute a statements conditionally. If the result of the logical test is true, then the statements that immediately follows if statement is executed. If the logical condition is false, then control transfers to the next executable statements outside the body of if, okay. If means if the depending on the condition, if the condition is true, if the condition is satisfying, then it executes one statements. If the condition is false, then the control transfers to the next executable statements. Next executable statements means the control comes out of that condition. Okay, so that is the outside the body of if condition. That is a if. If it is true only, the statement will be executed. Otherwise, any other statement will not execute, and just simply it comes out of the body of the if statement. Okay. So, the syntax is if. If is a keyword, and within the parenthesis you have to specify the condition, what condition you are going to give. Okay. And opening brace statement. So, the set of statements or a statement you are going to be executed, and close, where condition is a logical expression that results in true or false, and statement is a simple or a compound statement. Simple means only single statement you are going to be executed. Compound means a set of statements you are going to be executed in a if statement. Okay. So, the flow chart. So, as we have discussed in flow chart or algorithm, already we have discussed how the flow charts are done and how the algorithms are written. Okay. So, to check the condition, if there is any condition to be checked, we use a rhombus symbol. Okay, rhombus symbol. So, in the rhombus symbol, just put the condition. If condition is true, okay, at the right side just write if the left down towards, if it is a true, then statement will be executed and stop. If a condition is false, then it will not print any statement, simply it comes out of the next out of the statement, that is the control transfers to the next statement. Okay. Based on the condition, if the condition is true, statement will be executed and stop. If the condition is false, it will come out of the body of the if condition and the control transfers to the next statement. Okay. So, we will see one simple program to illustrate a number and print if it is an odd number. Okay, if it is an odd number, it is not, we are not checking whether it is odd or not. If it is odd, then only print. Okay. So, same thing, hash include stdio.h void main. So, the variable I have declared as a num, it is of type int. So, in printf enter a number, in scanf read the number, that is %d is the control structure, and num is the variable which are going to read. Okay. So, this is the read. Okay. In read just we have read one number. Okay. If num mod 2, so what is the purpose of using mod? It is used to check, it is used to find the remainder of the number. Okay. If num mod 2 is not equal to 0, okay, suppose the number is 5. Okay. So, 5 mod 2. So, 5 mod 2 means 5 divided by 2, 2 2s are 4. So, 5 minus 4 is 1. What is the remainder? 1. So, is 1 is not equal to 0? Yes. Condition is true, condition is satisfying, then print the number is odd. Okay. Suppose if you have entered the number 6, okay, so num is equal to 6. So, 6 mod 2, 2 3s are 6, 6 minus 6 0. So, what is the remainder? 0. Is 0 is not equal to 0? No. Condition get false means here remainder is equal to 0. So, the condition is getting not satisfying, then it will not print anything, simply it comes out of the if statement. Okay. So, means here it just we are printing whether it is odd, we are not taking else part, just it is odd. Okay. If it is odd, then print. Okay. So, what would be the output? Enter a number, suppose enter a number is a 5, then it will print the number is odd, that is it. Okay. So, this is about a if statement and control statement. So, always remember control statements are, conditional control statements are if else, nested if and a switch case. Okay. So, this is the about if statement. So, see you in the next video and we will discuss about a if else statement.